Hi guys, and welcome back to part 7 of my camper trailer makeover project, where I picked up this 1976 camper trailer rotting in someone's backyard and set out to turn it into something I could use for years to come. In the last episode, you saw me install the lights, tires, toilet, and more, and pretty much wrap up all the major items we needed to take it camping this year. Before taking off on our first camping trip, I thought an old camper like this with so much character deserved a name to suit its personality. So I named it Cousin Eddie after the National Lampoon vacation movies. I also created an Instagram account so you can keep up with all our future trips and all the miles we'll log with Eddie. Just look up Cousin Eddie the Camper on Instagram. Now, I didn't have much of a plan for this video since all the work is done for now, so I figured I would just share some clips from our 3 camping trips this summer, as well as some drone footage taken by my friend Mike. For our first trip, we decided not to venture too far in case poor old Eddie couldn't make it, so we decided to go to Kouchibouguac National Park, which is only about an hour north of where we live. So with Eddie in the truck all packed, we set off.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Mattawa, Lapaloma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Amarillo, Tocopilla, Barranquilla, Ampadilla, I'm a killer. I've been...
Now this would be our first time camping in an RV, and it was nice just how quickly it was to set up. Just chalk the wheels, unhook from the truck, level off, and we're done. Not that our old tent took very long to set up, but with cover, air mattress, and all the stuff we used to lug around, this sure felt like a lot less work. Of course, I had to share news of our arrival on Snapchat. That night we got a nice little fire going and enjoyed the beautiful corner lot we had. This was our first time camping at Kouchibouguac and we loved it. We'll definitely camp here again. Well, we made it through the night. It's now morning. Had my toast, having some coffee here. The bed was more comfortable than I expected. Wasn't too bad at all. Got a little cold during the night, so we had a heater in there, but overall it was pretty perfect. The next morning we packed up and headed back home. I really love how quickly it is to hit the road compared to tenting. I could get used to this. Following weekend we decided to venture a little further, heading to Porter's Lake Provincial Park in Nova Scotia. At this time, the 4 Atlantic provinces had a policy in place that let residents travel within the Atlantic bubble without restrictions, so we took advantage of this and headed south.
Hennessy, Chicopee, Spear Lake, Grand Lake, Devil Lake, Cradle Lake, Repeat Lake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the desert bare, man. I breathe mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville.
Again, this is our first time at Porter's Lake, and we were lucky enough to get another beautiful corner lot. We unhooked Eddie from the truck and connected the water and power. Well, we're finally at our campsite, and just past those trees is a lake, Porter's Lake, so we're gonna go take a look at that in the beach later on. But for now, I just unhooked the camper. We've got the water connected and the power, so that's all set, ready to go. We're gonna make a quick trip to Halifax, get some ice cream, and then come here and hang out, have a campfire. Lots of fun. Since we're only a ways from Halifax and had not visited there yet this year, we decided to take a trip to the waterfront there. I wasn't going to include this footage in this video since it's not related to camping, but it is related to vacationing, so I decided to share it anyway. The boardwalk is a really fun place to visit, and we got some delicious snacks and watched the boats go by. After a few hours, it was time to head back to the campsite. Back at the campsite, we took a little walk to see the lake the site is named after. It is a pretty nice view. After supper, I got a fire going. And we had s'mores and spider dogs. The camper looks so cool lit up at night. For our third trip of the year, we headed south again to Fundy National Park. This one isn't too far and we've been there several times in our tents, so I was excited to go with the camper.
Tennessee, Chicopee, Spear Lake, Grand Lake, Devil Lake, Cradle Lake, for Pete's sake. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Cross the desert bare, man. I breathe mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Beacon, Shepherd.
It was pretty late in the year, so the weather was a little cold and wet, but we had a nice little spot, and once we got the fire going, we warmed up pretty quick. Got a nice fire going here. Later in the evening, we enjoyed glamping a little with Netflix on the TV. Now this is much better than our old tent. The camper has a heater, so it was toasty all night. The next morning we had our coffee, then went for a little bike ride around the park. After a few stops for photo ops, it was time to head home. Along the way home is a local tourist spot called Cape and Rage, which I had yet to visit, so we made a little detour to check it out. Again, it was a chilly fall day and the strong winds made it feel even colder, but it was a pretty cool area to see. One of the beaches is covered in round weathered rocks that remind me of something from my rock tumbler. Here we are in Cape and Rage, New Brunswick. It's really windy. On the way, we took a little shortcut down Shortcut Road. Yes, that's really what it's called. It sounded like a fun way to go, so I couldn't resist. Well, that is it for our camping trips this year. Old cousin Eddie managed over 1,000 kilometers and is still going strong, so I'm happy about that. I still have some work to do next year before we head out, but at least the bulk of the work is done and we have a usable camper. Let me know what you thought of our trips and any ideas you may have for Eddie in the future. I'm sure we could use some upgrades, so I'd like to hear your suggestions. On that note, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.